The next question that was sent to us, Dr. Blankenship, is you have described the Crusades as a Christian expansion effort, a colonial Christian expansion effort. Uh, and this is somewhat related to the first question we have. What do you think about efforts to cast the Crusades as a defensive effort against Muslim expansion?
Well, that would be pretty hard to uphold because the Crusades aimed at the heart of the Muslim world, areas that had been inside of the Muslim held territory for hundreds of years by that time. So that defensive effort would be rather hard to uphold. Furthermore, the native Christian populations in geographical Syria were not Western Christians and were in fact sometimes persecuted by the Western Christians when they intruded into the Middle Eastern area. The Crusader Christians were eventually able to make alliances with the Armenians of what is called Lesser Armenia, which is the area of what is known as Kilikia in southern Turkey, around Adana and Tarsus and that area. And they were able also to make an alliance with the Maronites, who became even Catholics and acknowledged the Pope's supremacy. But all the other Eastern Christians rejected them, and they were more or less in bad relations with them. So it wouldn't appear to be much of a defensive move. If it was characterized as such, perhaps it could be said on the basis that the call for the First Crusade was precipitated by the East Roman Emperor Alexius I Comnenus around 1095, or slightly earlier, when, because the East Roman Empire had just in the preceding 20 plus years lost control of all of Anatolia that had been its heartland before that for a very long period of hundreds of years, that the East Roman Empire was calling on itself to defend itself, to get some defense and recover some of the territory that they had recently lost. But the actual First Crusade just sailed through the middle of Anatolia and left nothing behind, and the Muslim rulers, the Seljuk Turks of Konya, were left in their place, and went on to geographical Syria, where they established the Crusader states. That really doesn't look very defensive, and to call that defensive isn't very convincing. Sometimes, though, it is said that the East Roman Empire was the great defense, and Constantinople the defense against the Muslims flowing over into Europe and so forth. So in that case, the Crusades, if they had backed the East Roman Empire, might have been some help to a defense of Europe in that sense against the future Ottoman Turkish expansion into the Balkans. But as things actually turned out, the East Roman rulers were very reticent and concerned and worried about the Crusaders, and transported them across their territory as fast as possible to get rid of them, tried to put them in subordinate relationships, proved unable to use them very much. And then the crowning blow was the Fourth Crusade, when the East Roman Empire was destroyed by the Crusaders in 1204, which tremendously weakened the East Romans, or the Greeks' defense against the Muslims and the Turks in Anatolia, and helped to enable the Ottomans actually to take the Balkans later. So the Crusades weren't much of a defensive effort in that sense, the Eastern Crusades, the ones that are numbered, the ones I've been talking about.